I don't know if you guys heard, but it's new amp day. What's up guys, Kyle here again, and today I just unboxed the KSR Juno, and I've never played through this amp before, so we're gonna play through it for the very first time together. Let's do it! All right guys, hope you're doing great out there today. Welcome back to my second channel. This is where I put up a lot of more off the cuff and different type of content that requires a lot less out of me, basically. So I purchased a used KSR Juno this week. It showed up today and I was really excited to check it out. Now, typically, if you're familiar with my main channel, you know that my playthroughs are very, very in-depth. I go into a lot of detail trying to show you guys everything, but I figured, wouldn't it be fun when I get a new amp to just play through it for the first time, record it, and give you guys my quick thoughts? So that's what we're doing. So with that being said, I have a couple of guitars, I have a couple of overdrives, I have everything set to noon on this amplifier. I've never played it in my life before, and you guys are gonna get my genuine first reaction to hearing this thing. We have it going into an Avatar 212 cab with vintage 30 speakers. I have it mic'd up with an SE Electronics V7X dynamic microphone going into my PreSonus 26C interface, and there will be no post-processing. So with that being said, here we go. So first impressions are, it actually sounds pretty good without a boost. It is definitely, it's punchy and percussive, but it also has kind of like a low mid flub going on that I'm gonna try to work out of there a little bit. It is very reminiscent of my KSR Orthos that I have downstairs. If you guys would like to see a video on that, I'll link it in the description below. But it's got this same kind of like modern, like kind of, I don't know how to describe it, kind of clacky, quacky, clanky upper mid thing going on, especially when you hit those upper strings. But I can definitely tell as soon as we hit this thing with a boost, it's going to become very, very percussive. Now, I honestly don't know what the feel switches do, like inherently. I'm sure that they affect how the amp feels, like duh, but like I don't know in which direction does it affect it which way. So we're gonna experiment with those a little bit. And then also here, we have a control that says clip, CRN, and lead. I don't really know exactly what that controls on the amp, but I'm guessing it kind of affects the gain, like the saturation and the structure. So we'll mess around with those a little bit. And I'm pretty sure that channels 2 and 3 on here are the exact same thing, and you can just set one up differently than the other. So you have control over both of the gain channels. They'll sound the same, but you can set one up as like a rhythm and a lead. But we'll flip over to that other channel just to check it out. so channel 3 actually does seem to be a little bit more compressed, a little less open sounding. All right, cool. I'm digging channel 2. Just so you guys know, using my Gibson Les Paul Studio here, 498T in the bridge. And no, it is not in a neck position. I just have the switch wired backwards. So let's go ahead. Let's kick on our very first boost. We're gonna kick on a Boss SD1. Didn't really react all that much. That's actually pretty surprising. Let's try the Lischlarim King in Yellow. It should definitely react to this one. So first impressions, it's a very thick sounding amplifier. I'm not getting a lot of string definition or note definition out of it. It seems to be kind of lacking clarity, which is surprising, but it's punchy. It's also reacting to an overdrive a lot less than I thought it would. Like, it's not really having a significant effect on the overall tone and feel. So that's pretty interesting. Overall, it kind of has this like clanky metallic thing in the upper mids, but the low mids are still kind of like fat, and boosting it doesn't really seem to like tighten the low end up as much as it does on some other amps. Not sure how I feel about it just yet. Flipping down into the lead setting, whatever this switch is, I seem to like it a little bit better. Let's try one more overdrive. Let's try the Lischlarim King in Yellow and see how it reacts to that. And then I'm gonna grab a low tune guitar. Much more my speed. There we go. Real quick, different guitar in E standard. All right, so the Balaguer has a much more modern sounding pickup with more of a tight low end, and the amp is definitely picking that up. It's more to my liking, for sure. Yeah, very, very thick amplifier overall. The feel switch definitely seems to be making a big difference. Let's dial it all the way back to 1. So that scoops out a lot of those lower frequencies. So actually maybe a combination or somewhere in the middle is what is gonna work best. All right, guitar is not fully in tune there, but yeah, definitely seems like the feel switch goes a long way in controlling those low mids. Still haven't quite found the balance, as it was sounding still a little bulbous in the low mids there for my taste, but this guitar particularly, it seems to be bonding with the amplifier much better than the Gibson. Last but not least, let's try a baritone. I don't know why I said it like that. All right, so let's get the feel over to the very first position to keep it nice and tight. Oh, I definitely like this better for lower tunings. That sounds rad. That was with the Lischlayer King in Yellow. Let's turn that off. All right, so definitely KSR amps definitely have this very round overall sound and feeling to them. Definitely feeling that in the Juno here. I think it benefits from an overdrive quite a bit. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me today on the initial playthrough of the KSR Juno. Let me know if you are looking forward to my full video playthrough on this amplifier. If you have any experience with this amp, or you just want to tell me to go to hell, leave it all down below in the comments and I'll be sure to meet you down there to chat about it. As always, if you would like to help this channel out, Sweetwater and Sounds affiliate links apply. You're going to get yourself any new gear. Click those links, cost you nothing extra, and I get a little kickback. And I'll very much appreciate you. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any more first playthroughs, such as the one you just witnessed, and subscribe to the main channel if you're not subscribed to me at all. I promise it'll be a good time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Kyle here again. Deuces crew, you know what to do. See ya!
You know what this wall is missing? Another amp. There we go.